I am making Minecraft for the Game Boy Advance, and this project has come pretty far already. I've made quite a few videos and updates about this project, and you can find all of this on my channel if you haven't seen it yet. Today I can show you a lot of nice updates. The most requested features were textures and performance, and I have managed to make the performance of the game much better, also partly thanks to some of the optimizations that this guy did on GitHub. And I also added textures. I updated the code on GitHub already, and I hope you all will be very happy with it. I also recently posted a short where I showed some of these updates, and I'm sure the reactions for that were very good. Okay, look, I gotta be honest. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but something like this would require... Are you kidding me? You know how many times in your life there was something which was so difficult and you did it anyway and you were successful with this. And now when there's a challenge like this, you're just gonna give up? But I can't just add another dimension to a game that is running on a hardware that was not even made for 3D. It's a miracle that this thing runs at all. Just do it. Fine. But just a Nether for now, okay? So, what does this update include? So basically we have a netherrack block, we have a lava block, and we also have the obsidian block. And I introduced the flint and steel item, but at the moment it really does nothing else than ignite a portal. So you can build a normal nether portal like you would expect, and it actually lights into a nether portal. I'm still planning to add some effects when you step into the portal, because at the moment you just stand there and wait for something to happen. But I still like this effect that you basically go into the portal and you wait a moment until you get teleported to the nether. Because I briefly considered just making it that you instantly get teleported and I don't need to worry about the effect, but yeah, I really want to make it feel as similar to an original Minecraft version as possible. And when you enter the nether, it is a completely new dimension. And at the moment it's just netherrack and lava. I still didn't have so much time to add more blocks and add more structures in the nether, but this is definitely planned. And at this point I'm just so happy I managed to get this thing to run at all. It actually took a lot more time to implement textures than to add this feature, because it turns out with the rendering textures in 3D, yeah, it still takes some special tricks to make that actually work with good performance. But I really like how it looks now, and I am thinking about adding an editor in the future where people can create their own texture packs and you can upload them and use them. And yeah, now there are quite a few building blocks available, and I'm definitely gonna add a few more blocks. But of course a new challenge now would be to add something like stairs or maybe even doors or other blocks that are not in the standard format and see how that works. I was also testing some other features like new biomes or some structures, but this is really in an early stage. And I've also created a version where there's already the hand on the bottom right, where you see the block you have selected and also the block you're looking at is being highlighted. But I still have some things to figure out with this version, because it significantly makes the performance worse. And in this version I've also updated the controls a little bit and added a graphics menu, but these are just some things you can look forward to in the future. I am also planning to add sound effects to one of the next versions and try to find some ways to make the world size bigger. And I'm sure now everyone is asking the question, how can I play this? Well, first of all, as with the last release, I'm going to put all of the source code of this version with the Nether on GitHub, so you can just go there and compile it yourself. But the thing is, doing this requires a lot of effort, so I am actually going to make the release of this specific ROM a free post on Patreon. So you can actually go to my Patreon and download the pre-compiled ROM there without being a supporter, or you can mess around with the source code and do some nice things with this. But being a Patreon supporter is still worth it, because I'm posting updated versions of this game there first, and even the version I'm releasing now had been on Patreon for a while already. But there's one more thing. A while ago I went to Reddit and apparently there are people being interested in running this version on the 3DS. So what if I told you... Yeah, I made a native 3DS port of this game with stereoscopic 3D and with new 3DS controls, but don't worry, it should also work on an old 3DS. It also has a minimap, but this is very experimental, and also it is really the same engine as the one on the GBA. It is just a fun thing to have this game run on a 3DS like this, but of course it really doesn't use all of the potential of the 3DS, because this thing could run so much faster if I would really optimize the code for the 3DS, and it could have a lot of features. I mean, this version actually has stereoscopic 3D, which the Bedrock edition on the 3DS never got. So for now, this version will be exclusive to Patreon supporters. And now we have this kind of picture with this game. But it seems like there is still something missing, right? Yeah, I also made a DS port, because why not? Here it becomes a bit more apparent that it's really not optimized for the DS as well, because it could run so much faster on the DS. With both of these versions, it doesn't have all the features from the GBA, because I'm really focused on making something for the GBA, but still. You can also find the DS version on my Patreon and try it out, and I hope you have fun with it. And if enough people are interested in this, I will also think about supporting these versions more and making the source public. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, then you should watch the video where I made Mario Maker for the Game Boy Advance.